Welcome back to Making a Difference. We're still at Parkdale Elementary School, and joining me now is Leith Gaines. She is the Executive Director of Columbia Gorge Arts and Education. And Leith, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You've had some really exciting things happen lately with the program, some things a little out of the box, some very generous grants that are allowing you to do some new things.
It's going to be a very exciting year this year. We have a few new projects. We have one project called Cool Globes, which we're just starting up, and will basically it is an organization out of Seattle, it's an organization out of Chicago, and they developed this wonderful project where they had very large 5-foot diameter globes, which they gave out to different artists in the Chicago community to design globes based on global warming, the theme of global warming. And this really caught my eye through a board member that told me about it, who was connected with this project. And I went to the Hood River Middle School and talked to the principal there, Brent Emmons, and he was totally excited about it.
You also had a very interesting grant that's going to bring some music here.
We got a very generous grant from a music lover who lives in the area, and he is very interested in arts and ed, working with partners to create a classical music program, string music program for students throughout the Gorge. So we are flagshipping this project with the arrival of the Vinca Quartet, which is a young up-and-coming quartet out of New York City, who is coming to work in the schools and perform in community concerts for a week, with the idea of generating interest and awareness about this program, which we're calling Gorgeous Sounds. And
what's currently happening with those kind of instruments in the school? Are there any violins, cellos?
There are some only private lessons going on, and very few in the Gorge area, and there is a real need for a string music program in the area. The music teachers that we've talked to, both in the Dalles and Hood River and in White Salmon, are very interested in the project. It will be an effort to bring everybody together and find out really what the needs are and how to bring a string musical program into the schools as well into the community. So it'll take a few years to get it off the ground and going, but we're very excited about it.
I know there's the Mid-Columbia Symphonetta, right? And so they could just kind of grow up and be part of that.
Yes, exactly.
That would be very exciting.
And the more, it's very interesting whenever you talk to any musician about becoming a musician, 99% of them will say that they went to a concert, or they heard a piece of music, or they saw a musician perform and were completely moved and taken by it, often as a child, and decide right then and there that they want to learn an instrument. And so that's why we're really excited about bringing the Vinca Quartet and hopefully other really talented musicians to the Gorge to really inspire the kids, and then we'll get the instruments there, we'll get the teachers there to support the program.
It's just exciting. And what about what's going on at Skyline Hospital?
We have partnered up with Skyline Hospital. They have just are in the process of doing a beautiful renovation at the hospital, and so I'm working with the foundation director, and they've set some funds aside to commission 3 pieces of art to be installed in their new wing of their hospital, and those artists will work in the schools with kids. Wow. And it is sort of the soul of the healing, and the process of healing will again be the topic. And the kids will come into the hospital to tour the hospital and learn about the hospital. And then the artists will go into the schools and work with kids to create 3 pieces that will be installed for the opening in 2010.
Well, that's exciting, all these new projects. And before we go, I want to talk about the Bite, because you have a new way to get involved and sponsor through the Bite.
Yes, we do have
That's
a wonderful
your annual fundraiser.
Yes, our annual fundraiser is the Bite of the Gorge. It's our sort of one outreach to the community, and it's a really fun event. And this year we've decided to try to really bring the sponsorship and the people that are supporting the organization, offer them a kind of sponsorship package where they could come to the Bite and enjoy it as sort of a thank you for your support. And the package this year is that they buy a sponsorship, and what they get with it is a table and tickets to go be at that table, and they also get to choose a school of their choice, and a percentage of their sponsorship dollars will go towards funding an arts residency at that school. So it'll be a big chunk of that arts residency that we'll be able to to fund through their sponsorship, and the school, it will cost the school a lot less to bring an art residency in their school, and the sponsor gets to pick which school that in the whole Gorge region that they would like to support. So we're very excited about that, and the whole idea is to really make a connection between the supporters and the programs themselves.
Well, I think they're so lucky to have you as the executive director, Leith. You do such a wonderful job with the program. And when we come back on Making a Difference, we're going to take a look at another nonprofit that works in the schools, and they're creating some young explorers in the Dalles.